We all have something to share. No share with Dr. Dave.
Hey, hello, and welcome to the Now Share with Dr. Dave podcast. This is Dr. Dave A. Cornelius here, affectionately known as Dr. Dave, and I'm just hanging out with my friend Benita Freeman. Hello, Benita.
Hi, Dave.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. And we're just here to talk about a book that we put together. What did we call that book?
Can you help me tie my shoes?
Can you help me tie my shoes?
Can you tie my shoes? It is all so new.
You know, it is, it's really one of those big struggles that kids have, right? All the time?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. I'm a teacher by nature and by calling and by profession, and every day kids come to me asking me to tie their shoes.
And I've had that same experience because I had the great fortune of substituting at her school, and the little ones, they always come, hey, Dr. C, can you help me tie my shoes? And they put their foot right up on my pants, right?
On your pants.
Right on your pants.
With no problem.
No.
Plop.
Right there. You have no idea where their little feet has been, right? Yeah. And we know tying your shoes is really hard. So what do you think? You and I decided to use that as a topic to get going and tell this story about kids and resilience and grit.
Yeah, we were thinking about just some normal ways to help kids develop their character. And one of the themes that we thought about was perseverance and grit. And one of the things that kids naturally struggle to kind of get through is like riding a bike, reading a book, and tying shoes. And so we landed on tying shoes and decided that's where we would lock in and move from there.
You know, I just never thought that was the thing. Well, I haven't been around young kids for a while, so you know, I guess so, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I remember when I learned to tie my shoes, I learned in one day. I had a babysitter, and I wanted to go outside and play, and she tied my shoes, but right before I went to leave her, she untied the shoes. And she said, if you want to go outside, you have to learn how to tie these shoes.
Wow. She gave you an incentive.
I learned that day because I was serious about going outside.
Gave you that little carrot, right?
Enough. It was enough of a dangle.
So you've been teaching K2 since 2004 and, you know, specializing in science of reading and Orton Gillingham approaches. So how did this background in early literacy and supporting neurodiverse learners shape the way you structure the language and flow of this book?
Definitely my experience with young children and learning these approaches, especially with Orton Gillingham. There's a big emphasis on closed syllable words. And so we wanted to make sure when we were writing the book that the language wasn't too advanced, and it was where early learners could definitely access the language and be able to read the book.
Yeah, keep it simple, right? Yeah.
Keep it simple.
Yeah. I mean, a big theme of the book is that asking for help is not a sign of giving up, right?
That's right.
I mean, it's actually a
strength.
superpower.
Yeah.
Superpower,
Yeah.
right, for learning.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, how did Can You Help Me Tie My Shoes help children shift from feeling stuck to feeling empowered?
The book really helps kids to learn that being stuck is not bad. Being stuck and not knowing is just a normal part of learning. And so there's a time to ask for help, and there's a time to struggle a little, and then there's a time to try to shift your strategy if what you're doing is not working, and then ultimately there's a time to celebrate. You've got to celebrate once you reach that goal.
Yeah, definitely. Celebration is really an important aspect of learning, and most times we look at failure as a challenge, and failure should be, you know, a signal for learning.
Yes, a stepping stone for learning.
Definitely. So when a teacher or parent finish reading this book with a child, you know, what is the core conversation or mindset shift you hope will happen in that moment?
That it is okay to have struggles. That is a normal part of being a human being on this planet, and that reaching out for help, there should always be somebody around you who you can ask for some support. Everybody needs at least one person.
Yeah.
So that will be the core conversation is, hey, I'm here to help you. Make sure that when you need some help, you come to me. Don't just struggle on your own. There's a healthy balance in struggling on your own for a little bit, but then you've got to ask for some strategies or try some new things. And so, yeah, I really like the resilience that that this book could potentially lead more conversations around.
Yeah, I think that was really important. I know it was helpful for me, as we were going through this journey, and I'm sitting there like, oh, this character has 3 hands, and they have like 3 shoes, and you're going like, didn't you? And you were kind. You didn't go, didn't you see that? You go like, they have 3 hands and 3 shoes. Asking for help. Yes, this is really helpful. But the cool thing is, we just didn't stop in writing a book. We also created a theme song for the book.
Yeah, you're amazing.
Hell, it's us. And it's released under Kingdom Living Shalom. Right, is the name of where you could find the artist. So how does also adding music and melody help reinforce the book's message for kids as they listen along and while they're learning, right?
Yeah, songs are really a good way to increase a child's ability to retain what it is they're learning. So I thought it was amazing that we'd have a song to go right with the book. And so I even hear my kids singing the song, and my students are singing the song now that they've been exposed to it, and they're super excited. They're still asking me to tie their shoe right now, but they'll get there.
They'll get there, right? I mean, I thought that was just such an amazing experience to have your 2 sons, Samuel and Jonathan, participate.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I knew Jonathan would say yes. I wasn't sure Samuel would, and he was all for it.
Yeah, and then we also brought in Kalisa Todd, a teenager that's part of our teens ministry, and she also did an amazing job.
She did. She really did.
Yeah, and you and I did. We should give ourselves. Yeah, you and I did a good job bringing those words out, right?
We did. We surely did.
Baby, please tie your shoes. So you bring years of elementary classroom experience, and my background is really in learning facilitation, innovation, and coaching. So, what was your favorite part of blending our 2 worlds to bring this project to life?
I think my favorite part was, actually I was just admiring how you structure this full process. And I'm just in awe of that, because I don't have that yet. I'm still learning.
years of practice.
And just that opportunity to even talk through some of our childhood experiences with this, and so that was wonderful. It was a great time bonding. Getting to learn my brother in a different light, and so it was cool.
Yeah, because it's interesting. You meet someone in church, or you meet someone in school, and you have a different type of interaction. Yeah. And then, when you actually work in a project, I thought just those Saturdays coffees, right? Just going to, and I'll give them a plug, Cartel Coffee here in Tucson, Arizona.
Right.
We had an opportunity to meet there, and it was just such a relaxing environment to innovate, right? Create new ideas.
It really was. Everything seemed to flow well there, and everybody in the environment seemed to be like locking in on whatever they were doing. So it was easy to be creative, because everybody in that space had that same energy. So
that was a great vibe.
It was.
That was a great vibe. So let's see how we can help people find this book and find this song. So for parents, grandparents, and educators like listening today who want to grab a copy for their home or classroom and add the theme song to their kids' playlist, where can they find everything?
How about you tell them where they can find everything?
You see how it is? You see how it is. Well, you could go to Amazon.com is where you could find the Kindle book and a print copy as well. And we also have an audiobook there, so you could get that there. And for the song, it's on all your favorite streaming platforms. So if you're on Spotify, you're on Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and many more, you could find Can You Help Me Tie My Shoes?
And that's exactly what I was going to say.
See, that's how it is.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah. Any final thing you would like to add before we end our conversation here?
No, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting our book and downloading the music and sharing it with your kids and grandkids and nieces and whomever, any other classroom teachers. I even have the occupational therapist at our school who said, oh, this is perfect for what she's doing too. So
Wow.
if you know anybody else who could benefit from this, share the word.
Yeah. Just make sure that everyone gets a copy who needs a copy,
That's right.
right? And so this is our beautiful imagery of the book, and I'll make sure that we're continuously sharing this opportunity out there. So I would just like to say, Vanita, thank you for coming on the Knowledge Share with Dr. Dave podcast.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I mean, you could find our podcast and anywhere you get your popular podcast. We have it both in video and audio, and it's found throughout the world. So look forward to us translating this book, because this is something you just brought up, right?
I
You want to
did.
translate it into other languages,
That's right.
right? And I think the first one we're going to do is what? Espanol?
Spanish, yes.
We're going to do Espanol. It will be the next version of the book that will be out shortly. So thank you, and it was great partnering, and I hope that you and I kind of agreed to we're going to do maybe 3 or 4 of these little books.
Yes, we are.
So we're going to
Yes,
do
we are.
3 or 4 of these little books
The
that
other
could
one
help.
is already
It's
developing.
Yes, it's in motion. That's right. Thank you.
Can you tie my shoes? It is all so new. I'm learning what to do. The steps to tie my shoes. Oh, 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 oh. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you help me tie my shoes?
Can you help me tie my shoes? Can you help me tie my shoes?
We all have something to share. No share with Dr. Dave.